47 all across Arizona, dozens of schools now offer some form of dual language education. Now, Monday I showed you how one school in Apache Junction is integrating Spanish into the curriculum. So I wanted to follow up this morning and dive deeper into how it works and also look at the history behind dual language in our state and the ongoing debate happening right here in Arizona.
How do you say hello in Spanish?
It may look like a regular classroom, but these Four Peaks elementary students are blazing the trail as Apache Junction Unified's first dual language cohort. What kind of response have you gotten from parents?
Oh, absolutely positive.
Principal Yesenia Broxma is one of the co-creators of Four Peaks dual language program.
I had families that have children that are in preschool, and they were asking if they could be on a wait list.
Broxma says the school is using what's known as a 50-50 dyad model, where students spend half their day learning in English with one teacher and the other half learning in Spanish with another teacher. But historically, not everyone has supported the 50-50 model.
Well, it's about two things. It's about legality and it's about what's best for the students.
Last year, I spoke with Arizona Superintendent of Public Instruction Tom Horn. At the time, his office was suing the Creighton School District for using the 50-50 model for English language learners, saying it violated Prop 203, which voters passed back in 2000. The prop says English language learners must be taught in English only.
So for anybody who can read the English language, it's clear that dual language is a violation of the initiative that was passed by overwhelming majority, over 60% of the voters.
But in 2019, the legislature passed SB 1014, which gave the State Board of Education more leeway for ELL students, paving the way for the board to use 4 different learning models, including the 50-50 model. What would your response be to criticism of the model that you're using?
I would say that watch it, see it for yourself, see how the model works. I mean, some parents are hesitant. Will it work? Will they lose that learning in English? But they don't. You know, they're actually more focused.
Broxma adds there are checks and balances in place to make sure everybody, including students still learning English, are set up for success.
Our goal is to make sure that they are efficient in both English and Spanish. That way there's no gaps in that. I also have a SEI teacher, an EL teacher, that also will pull the students. She pulls them daily and she works with them in small group.
For Broxma, it is deeply personal.
My grandfather attended Gilbert schools, and he was there was segregation during that time, and he was in the Mexican schoolhouse is what they called it. They were really against him speaking Spanish.
What is that like for you to see this full circle moment?
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting because again, with my grandfather not having this and wasn't permitted, to now I'm an educator trying to influence and bring this rich culture and this language to students today. So it is so exciting if my grandfather today can see where we're at and what I'm doing.
What do you think he'd say?
Oh, he'd be excited. It's exciting to see this. I'm excited to see this program and blossom and see where it's going to go.
Yeah, it's a big investment, but Ms. Broxma says she thinks it's going to pay off. She tells me the goal is to add a new grade level to dual language each year in the school. Now, I do want to mention a judge eventually threw out that lawsuit that Superintendent Tom Horn's office had filed last year against the Creighton School District. Now, there is a new lawsuit against the district. The Department of Education says that they're not party to that lawsuit, but we should point out the plaintiff in this case is represented by the law firm run by Horn's wife. I'm told that suit is still pending.